Dude, Julian was talking about marriage. I have a big announcement. I just went wedding ring shopping with my girlfriend. Thank you. Yep, the first ring she tried on, it was perfect. It was an emerald cut ring, and it looked great on her finger, right? And I was like, just get that one. Let's get that one. She was like, no, I want to try on all the different rings, you know? So we tried on every ring in this store. We tried every ring. Princess cut, oval cut, cushion cut, elongated cushion cut, split shade. After 3 hours in this store, you know what she chose? You know what she chose? Not to get engaged. It's not the one I was rooting for. I did say let's get the cheapest one. That qualifies. But no, it was great. That was our anniversary. I thought I'd surprise her on an anniversary. And dude, I was on a really good anniversary track. I've been killing the anniversary game. Like last year, I took her to a cat cafe. You guys have been? Okay. So if you haven't been, a cat cafe is where for $35, you can get a coffee and ignored. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I fell in love with this one cat named LeBron. Oh, he was so sweet. They named him that because he was already losing his hair. And I fell in love with him. I asked if I could adopt him, and they were like, absolutely. Just so you know, he has FIV, which is feline HIV. I had no idea that was a thing. You guys know what that? So she was like, do you have any thoughts? And I was like, what do you say to that? So I said the first thing that came into my head. I was like, I think you named him after the wrong Laker. But also, like, is it contagious? And she was like, no, it's like pretty much impossible for him to give it to other cats. And I was like, that's not what I asked. Am I gonna get HIV from this cat? And she was like, what do you plan on doing with this cat? I was like, don't turn this on me, okay? That is a reasonable question. You know what? I don't want the cat. I don't want the cat. If it was something less risky, I would have gotten the cat. Like if it was just chlamydia, I would have gotten the cat. Didn't get the cat. We did. That night was still fun. We crossed something off of my bucket list. My girlfriend and I, we did some role play in the bedroom. Yeah, we did role play, but my girlfriend kind of took it way too seriously. Like she got like method with the role play. Like we did teacher student. I showed up with a button down and a tie, you know, and she showed up with lice. Too far. Too far. My girlfriend and I, our families really like each other. The only person that doesn't really like that we're together is my girlfriend's grandma. She thinks I'm too Jewish to be dating her granddaughter. Apparently the correct amount of Jewish is Catholic. That's how it's going. I don't blame her for hating me, because I kind of said something stupid when I first met her. I asked her what it was like growing up in South America. And that's how I found out that the Philippines are in Asia. Did you guys know that? Is that common knowledge? No one's ever with me on this. Okay. I tried to Google the Philippines just to like make sure I didn't say anything else stupid, you know? Her and her grandma saw me Googling the Philippines. That's kind of embarrassing, right? They saw me in the corner just going, F-I-L. Oh, man. I did learn something, though. I learned something about the Philippines. Apparently, they were discovered by accident. I had no idea. I thought that we were the only country, like Columbus found America by accident, right? He was looking for India. Apparently, like, Marco Polo, the explorer, he found the Philippines when he was actually just looking for kids in public pools. Did you guys know that? Wild. I'm so jealous of my girlfriend. She's so proud of her Filipino heritage, you know? My heritage is rough. Like, I'm Jewish, German, and Russian. That's my heritage. I'm just a combination of everything people hate in this world. And German and Russian. Dude, I'm afraid afraid to do 23andMe. I feel like I'll just find out I'm something else people hate, you know? Like I'll do it and be like, a quarter Bin Laden. Must be my dad's side. All right. No, I really want to take a second and just thank you guys for being here. This is really important, and we have a lot of people who are here who work on the line, and I just want to take a second and recognize them, because, you know, cops and firefighters, they do a lot of good work, but how about some love for the last responders? Come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear these proud men and women. Yeah, I used to work at a bank, but I wanted to think about suicide less. I really like working the line. I feel like I get the people that call in, you know, because a lot of people call in because they feel lonely. And I was lonely for a long time. I was a virgin for 26 years. You know, not in a row, but I lost my virginity when I was 14, and I didn't have sex again until I was 19. When I went off to college, I blacked out at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and then I woke up in bed with a married couple. Yeah, as you do, right? I woke up facing the guy, which was kind of weird. But then I rolled over. It was actually weirder facing the other guy. I'm kidding. That never happened. I never blacked out. Trust in the new. But a lot of people also call in because they feel like they haven't achieved enough in life. You know, they feel like they haven't reached their goals. I understand that. Like, when I first moved to LA, I was like, I'm gonna see my face on a billboard, you know? But it's been like 3 or 4 years now, and I'm starting to think I might never like realistically, I might never become an injury lawyer. I might never have a phone number that spells a word. It's just unfortunate stuff. It is the best job I've ever had. I'm really happy to have this job. I used to work at a coffee shop. This coffee shop, it took itself way too seriously. It was 6 months of training. 6 months. That's twice as long as I trained at the Suicide Prevention Center. It was an Australian coffee shop. It was called Coffee Australia, really creative. And I remember people would come in, they were shocked that I wasn't Australian. That's not how shops work. The employees don't have to just reflect the name of the store, right? Like, not everyone that works at Papa John's is a father named Jonathan who says the N-word. So I was working at this shop, and on like the second day there, I started playing this, there was no one in the shop, so I started playing this podcast I've been listening to. It's a first-person retelling of World War II. Really gritty stuff. And the next day, my boss was like, hey, did you put on a podcast about World War II during work hours? And I was like, oh my God, someone must have heard. They must have been in the bathroom or something. They must have told them. I feel so bad. Tell me who they are. I'll go apologize. And he was like, I don't know if someone heard, but the Spotify at that location controls all 39 locations. 37 of which are located in Australia. Which means at 7:30 a.m. Australia time, hundreds of people were getting their morning coffee. Just listening to a guy describe the storming of the beaches of Normandy. Can you imagine? You're walking in there, you just, yeah, can I get a flat white, please? You just hear, I can hear the bullets before I got out of the boat. With whipped cream? I was a changed man that day. I knew I'd never be the same. That is, until I got BetterHelp.com. And you can too with promo code PTSD. No, I really hated working there, but the coffee was really good. Have you guys ever had a job where you're like, I'm gonna quit, but I'm definitely gonna stay a customer? That's how I feel about the Suicide Prevention Center.